What's good, y'all? Back with another video, and I know I've been on a hiatus for 2 weeks at this point, but some personal things came up and kind of got in the way of content creation. But we're gonna come back, and we're gonna come back strong. As you see by the title and thumbnail, today we're gonna be talking about 5 games that you need to play on the Nintendo 3DS even in 2023, and you know, are hidden gems, and I definitely think it's worth your time. As you know, we don't really make too long intros over here. We like to get right into the video, so let's not waste too much time and hop into it. The first game we're gonna be talking about is Rhythm Thief and the Emperor's Treasure. This is, of course, a rhythm game, so you have to have some rhythm in you to go ahead and play this game. And this game is not easy, especially to play on camera. I was trying to play this on camera, and it made it like 5 times harder, but this has an awesome soundtrack, an awesome little story with it, and of course it has some great rhythm to it. I think this game is pretty expensive nowadays if you're trying to get a physical copy. I'm pretty sure it's in the triple digits minimum, and yeah, this is a really good hidden gem. Like I said, the soundtrack is really good. If you're into games like the Persona dance games, this is definitely one for you, and like I said, it definitely has some difficulty to it, so you're gonna have a decent learning curve. Next, we're gonna be talking about Nano Soul X, and this is one that I really don't see anybody talking about, especially in their like hidden gem 3DS videos. This is a 3D shmup, and I'm personally not the biggest shmup person, but I don't know, maybe because this one is 3D, not a basic 2D shmup. It's not 2.5, or it's kind of 2.5D, but I would just say it's 3D, and all around there's some awesome worlds, there's some awesome different boss battles. The boss battles are actually really unique. As you see, they're gonna be a boss battle on the screen pop up, and yeah, it's kind of cool. Like I said, it has that 3D effect, and it's obviously still a shmup. Some areas and levels it's like 2.5D, but a lot of the levels is 3D, so you have to dodge bullets from multiple angles, and it's really an interesting one. And again, it is a shmup, so it will have a learning curve. You're not gonna hop into this game and just dominate. You definitely have to put some time into it and get good at it. This is one I haven't put too much time in. I only played it for about an hour, but man, the hour that I did play, I definitely enjoyed it, and I can see why this one is definitely a hidden gem, and I could definitely recommend it, especially if you're just trying to get into some shmups. Next, y'all know I'm not good with pronouncing these type of names, but it's Project Mirai DX. I know somebody's definitely gonna correct me in the comments, and I'm not mad if you do. At least I can learn how to actually say it. But again, this is another great rhythm game, and honestly, this may be my favorite rhythm game on the system. The soundtrack is great, and honestly, it's kind of more simple to get into. There's definitely extremely hard levels, and there's difficulties. There's easy, medium, hard, and I believe there's a very hard on this game. I believe it's level 1 to level 4. That's the difficulties, and once you get to that level 4, it gets serious. I believe this is a normal or maybe a hard difficulty on screen, and it was way harder to do on camera, so don't judge my gaming skills too much. You know what I'm saying? I'm still recording the video while playing, so I can't 100% focus, but all around these games are great. The soundtracks are phenomenal. I can't recommend these rhythm games enough. At number 4, a game that didn't surprise me, but at the same time did surprise me. I am a big Resident Evil fan, but the thing that surprised me about this one is on the 3DS, this game looks really good. And first off, of course, this is a Capcom game, so the cutscenes are gonna be high quality, to say the least. As you see, these cutscenes look like I'm looking at a PS3 on a 3DS handheld. It's honestly crazy to think about, but yeah, Capcom definitely does their things with the cutscenes, and like I said, this looks like you're playing on a home console in your hands. It's kind of crazy to look at, but when we're talking about the gameplay, that is what really surprised me in this game. The graphics look crazy. It looks like a PS3 game on a 3DS game, and as y'all know, the 3DS doesn't have the greatest graphics. It's more for Nintendo type games where it's nice, colorful, usually 2D, 3D world, but in these big open worlds, this one is definitely one of those beautiful ones, and Capcom definitely did their thing. I don't know how these developers did their thing on this 3DS, but hey, I'm proud of you, Capcom. Whatever y'all did, make sure y'all hire those people again for future handhelds, because they were going crazy on this one. And as you see, it looks like I'm playing a Resident Evil game on a home console, and I'm definitely going to be diving into this one more, because I honestly did not know that this performed this well on the 3DS. Now, number 5, if you know this series, you know, and that is the Zero Escape series. This one specifically is Virtue's Last Reward. If you're a fan of Danganronpa, this is definitely one for you. It is heavy on the story. It's basically a visual novel, and yeah, so you have to really get into the story. If you're not into reading a lot of captions, this is definitely not a game for you, because this game is probably 80% captions, you know, maybe 70% around there, so you're gonna be reading a lot. Like I said, it is a visual novel, but these games are always great. Usually clearly there's some crazy scheme to it. Either you're having to, you know, escape somewhere or kill somebody or try not to get caught killing somebody. It's honestly crazy. These stories are very unique, and there's a lot of games in this series. So if you enjoyed this one, you could definitely venture on to different games. And there's also side games like the Danganronpa series, which is very similar to this one. And there's a bunch of different Zero Escape games. I believe there's probably 5-6 different Zero Escape games. So if you get into this one, that's a good way to have a whole new series to dive into. And yeah, this one's a lot of mysteries, having to find clues to figure out different things and stuff like that. So it's more definitely a slower paced game. So if you're not into that, this may not be the one for you. But if you're into really getting deep and understanding the lore of a video game, this is definitely one for you, because there's a lot of reading. So you're definitely going to get deep into the story. And yeah, I definitely recommend it. And yeah, that is my top 5 3DS games that I think are kind of under the rug and are underrated, and I think is worth your time in 2023. A couple of them are known, like Resident Evil Revelations and maybe even Rhythm Thief, but other than that, I think the other 3 are pretty, you know, hidden gems, and I think you should definitely give it a try. I definitely do more videos like this, so let me know in the comments if you want to see that. And if you have any suggestions for videos, let me know in the comments. I'm always open to different ideas, and if you give me a really good idea and I use it, I might even give you a little shout out in the video. So don't be afraid to give me some suggestions in the comment section. But hey, you already know, hit that like, comment, subscribe, do all that YouTube stuff. And as always, I'll see y'all next time.